Battle Unit Zeoth is one of those Game Boy games that I never hear anything about. It's not like I've done a lot of research into the game, but then again, people don't really talk a lot about Game Boy games online. The first time I played Battle Unit Zeoth, I had played a Japanese version, which was obviously not in English. I knew it was called something something Zeoth. I got the game from my neighbor who had lived in Japan for a few years. I lost track of the game and I found it at my local game store recently. I went ahead and played through it the same day I picked it up and decided, hey, this is worth a review. So let's take a look. First things first, this game is tough as hell and you will die over and over. You pilot a giant mech and shoot mechs and other futuristic robot enemies. There are different power-ups scattered throughout each level. You can get a multi-shot, a laser, and what looks like just a bigger version of your normal beam. Your mech is affected by gravity. There is no jump button, but the A button activates your jetpack. Fighting the gravity isn't too tough, and you get used to the controls pretty quickly. The best way to get through each level is patience and learning to quickly dodge shots and enemies that come after you. The odd number levels are horizontal scrolling shooter levels. The even number levels are very short vertical levels that do not auto-scroll like the horizontal levels. After each level, there's a huge boss to fight. These bosses are very tough until you get an idea of their pattern. You can usually just blast the crap out of them and take a good amount of damage and still win if you are able to avoid the boss itself, which takes a huge chunk of life away from you. There are no lives, so you game over after every death. Luckily, you have unlimited continues. This just means you have to start each level from the very beginning after every time you die. The graphics are pretty darn good. The backgrounds are all super detailed. The enemies look pretty good as well. The bosses are huge and look amazing. If you get a chance to pick this up, I'd recommend playing on a Super Game Boy or a Game Boy Color instead of the regular Game Boy. I had a very hard time making out the enemies against the detailed backgrounds when playing on the normal Game Boy. Adding extra color to the mix helps a lot. The music is actually pretty good, but it's not super memorable, so you won't hear yourself humming it after you play. Battle Unit Zeoth is a game worth checking out if you like tough shooters. Again, I recommend playing this on a Game Boy Color or Super Game Boy rather than the original Game Boy, just so you can see everything easier. It's a very cheap pickup and you should be able to find it for less than $5. Remember, it's tough as hell and it definitely is a rage inducer, but after about an hour I was still able to beat it and I'm not good at shooters. Well, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, guys. Later.